Hello, stream viewers and VOD watchers, and welcome to Carefree Cafe. It is I, your host, here with Ursa.
Hello.
How's everyone doing tonight? Or whenever you're watching this. Hope you're having a great time. Whoop, look, it's me, my face. I need to trim my beard a little bit. Uh, so, Ursa, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good.
Good. How formal. How formal we begin this stream.
I mean, if we're getting ready for a business conference, it seems like,
Ooh.
with your materials.
Yes, I have slides. Because, listen, this is what my PhD research is going to be on, so you bet that I'm going to have slides. Speaking of, alright. You can see them? You can see the slides?
I'm.
You can
Oh
see
yes.
a blank Clip Studio document?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, I feel like we should tell the people what's going on tonight. So, the core of it is that we're building a spa in The Sims 4, and it's going to be fun, because The Sims 4 is always fun. But specifically, we are building a spa using some actual planning and actual environmental, restorative environment and environmental psychology principles. Uh, because, like, it's a spa. It's supposed to be, like, relaxing and restorative, right? And my PhD hasn't started, and I'm antsy to, like, do stuff. So why not do it in The Sims? You know what I mean? Uh, so for those of you who are watching the VOD or tuning in right now and don't know who I am, I'm going to use my real name for this because I'm presenting my real research. My name's Chris. I have a background in urban design, which is like designing public spaces, so like plazas and parks and streets. If you've ever been to like a really cool public square or down like a really cool commercial avenue and been like, wow, this place looks great. That's urban design. Um, and my specialty was, or my focus, I should say, was restorative environments with independent research on neurodivergent inclusivity, or to put that in non-grad school terms, I made places good for people, but especially autistic people, people with ADHD, and also people with obsessive compulsive disorder, which I know is not typically under the neurodivergent umbrella, but there's a lot of things you can do with the environment to make spaces better for people with obsessive compulsive disorder. And Ursa also has a background, so, like a background in architecture and design.
Yeah, I did architecture engineering for a couple of years before the ADHD bug mixed with bad habits, and I burnt out very hard, but I still enjoyed the subject matter. So,
Yeah.
and I particularly enjoyed my architecture studio classes. So,
And Ursa has like a real passion and talent for interior design, which is a thing I don't have. My focus is all on like the exterior and outdoor public spaces. So I think the two of us together, you know, might be able to figure out one entire building.
hopefully,
Hopefully. Yeah.
hopefully my whimsy won't take over too bad.
Listen, whimsy is exactly what we want in the built entire environment. I'm tired of cubes in neutral tones. I don't want any more cubes in neutral tones. I want whimsy all over the goddamn place. That's what I'm here for. But to get to the whimsy, we have to do a little bit of planning. So, unlike most game streams that we have on this channel, I have a slideshow. Maybe I should have more slideshows. If this one is popular, I'll put more slideshows before game streams. Don't know what they'll be on. But I thought we could do a little bit of like the architecture planning process. So there's a lot of ways to think about how you're going to design a building. This is just how I think about doing it, or any space really. Is my first thing I want to do is list like the priorities of what people are going to do there, and so what kind of facilities we need to help them do that. You're never going to like fully dictate the way people are going to use a space, which is fine, but you can, design it for certain intended purposes. Like we're designing a bathhouse and spa, so we want, a relaxing place that has, for example, a bath. So Ursa, you feel free to like bring in your opinions here. Tell me if you think I missed anything or if I'm wrong about anything. But this is the way I was thinking about it. Our absolute
Hmm.
essentials. If we want to have a bathhouse, we're thinking about this like bathhouse and also spa. So if we're thinking about a
Yeah.
bathhouse, the first obviously you need a bath. It's not
Yes.
it's not a bathhouse without a big pool of water, pool of hot water, and probably more than one. Every
Yes.
bathhouse I've been to, there's been like a big main pool and then several smaller pools. And then they're like different temperatures, or like maybe one's a jacuzzi, or some of them have like little water jets that get all sorts of places. And then there was one I went to in Japan where they had like a big indoor one and a big outdoor one, and like the outdoor space also had pools at several different temperatures. So bath, need a bath for a bathhouse. Showers, it is typical to shower off before you get in the bath so you don't bring all your dirt with you. Straightforward. And then
Yes.
lockers in a changing room, because typically you're either going to go in naked or in your swimsuit, and you need a place to store your stuff. So you need a place to change, and you need a place to store the stuff that you changed out of. And in my mind, that's basically like that's the essentials to a bathhouse. If that's all you have a bathhouse. Any contrasting thoughts, Ursa?
Um, I mean, yeah, it makes it functional. Now, there's definitely certain things that are needed to make the space functional as just a building in general as
Yes,
well.
absolutely. You
Uh,
go ahead.
I mean, like, certainly an administrative section if
Mm-hmm.
this is a business. Certainly, uh, like actual bathrooms beyond just the baths and showers because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes people have bodily needs and you need to accommodate those.
Yes.
Uh, but yeah, definitely those are like for this what we need.
Yes. Yeah. So that gets into I have in my mind, and again, this is just like my way of doing it. Every creative person, and that includes architects, does it a different way. I divide into essentials, which is what you need for it to be a functional thing, a functional version of the thing you were trying to make, and then basics, which sound like synonyms, but in this case includes things like Ursa brought up, like toilets and other hygiene areas, or administrative, which I didn't write down. Um, Rest areas, employee rest areas separate from the public. Um, and for a bathhouse, in my mind, also it would include like you need a like coolers full of water or drinks for hydration because it can get really hot in there, and that's just a safety thing as well as a relaxation thing.
Yeah.
And then in real life, and this is I have this separated into IRL because we're building a thing in The Sims, and you can get away with not having a lot in The Sims because Sims are very self-sufficient. You would also need things like a space to do laundry, a whole bunch of storage spaces for towels and cleaning products and whatever else you need, like staff break rooms, administration areas. Electrical heating and cooling tends to be in its own space, either outside the building or in its own room. That's just for utilities and maintenance, but those aren't the kind of things we need to worry about in The Sims. That we can put into this building if we have the space and the desire, but we can also just get away with glossing over. And that
It'd be interesting to factor in just for blueprint purposes of like, hey, let's just give ourselves the additional challenge of, oh yeah, by the way, we have to put a 10-foot by 10-foot room somewhere.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. We can try and fit that stuff in. And then finally, there's like the least, the lowest priority is just fun stuff, stuff that just makes it nicer, um, and more interesting. And these would include, to a lot of people, these would include like decorations and stuff like that. I think decorations are pretty essential to any building actually, because again, I don't like. I don't know if I said this on stream or before stream, but I don't like cubes in neutral tones. I think they're boring. I think they look terrible, and I don't think they do anything for anyone's well-being aside from maybe provide shelter when it's raining. But here I have like a restaurant because a lot of the bathhouses I've been to, all two of them, have had an attached restaurant. It's just like a nice thing to have. It's not essential to the experience, but it is, it can be part of the experience. Same with like hot rooms. Like every bathhouse I've been to has had a sauna, and oftentimes several. Um, there's one I went to down near DC that just had like an entire space. There was just like a lobby that you could go into after you went through the changing room, where they just had like these domes inside of the lobby, and each dome had like a different material that made up part of the construction, and there was like a sign outside telling you like the energetic benefits of that material, like crystal woo stuff. But like that was interesting, and it was fun. It made it a much cooler experience. Especially there was like this room that was really popular with couples that was just full of like ball pits that were full of like clay balls that were
Oh,
heated up by the room, and you just sort of like buried yourself in them with your partner. But it was like,
yeah.
go ahead.
I also know that like cool rooms are also a thing. Like
Yeah.
also on there that I'm not seeing, but like specific massage rooms. Like that is like another designated zone of like you don't want that out in the open unless that is particularly requested. So
Yes, you're right. I think I have that under. I have like a separate space for like the auxiliary spa stuff. I think that's the next slide.
ah
Oh yeah, I started to write the slide and then I forgot. So like saunas, the massage space, whether that's like a room for getting a massage or like I've been to a bathhouse that had like a whole section dedicated to just rooms where you got massages. It was basically the
mhm.
entire second floor. But then I've also been to one that just had like a massage chair in the locker room. But either way, it's not an essential part of the experience, but like certainly like what's a spa without some sort of massage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm sure there's more I didn't think of, but I've never designed a spa before, so this was, it's just me peeking my head into it a little bit. So those are, some basic considerations. And then when you're designing a building, or any space really, you take all of those, you figure out like how much space you need for them, and then you can start like moving them around like little Legos and things. I'm sure Ursa did this in her architecture studios. A lot of times you'll like build little models of like free floating pieces, and you can just like move them around and see what sort of configuration makes sense,
Yep.
which is a thing handily The Sims lets us do. So before we actually get into it, I wanted to touch a little bit on my actual research here, which is the restorative environment stuff and the neurodivergent inclusivity, but my slides are only about restorative environment stuff. And there's a good deal of research on it, but we're just going to go over the basics. This is not like a university lecture. We're just setting up to play The Sims. So
Yeah.
I didn't get too detailed, I promise. But I want to take it into account because I think it's like part of the challenge for us. So, click the wrong button there. So, restorative environments. There's two basic ideas to what makes an environment restorative, and that is an environment that's healthy for the people that are in it. It is in opposition to, I don't know if there's a word for the kind of environments it's in opposition to. It seems to be like kind of assuming that environments are bad for you unless they are actively good for you. But there's two ideas about how environments be good for you. There are two big theories about like how and why and what makes them that way. And I keep clicking the wrong things. Here we go. So the first of those is called the tension restoration theory. There will not be a test. Do not worry about it. But this is the idea that you only have so much willpower and so much ability to like focus on things, and being in certain environments brings that back. It recharges you. It restores you. And the way it does that is through four things, which are up on screen. And they're really simple. There's fascination, which is its ability to draw your attention on its own without you actively doing anything. And so that means like an interesting environment full of cool things. Like we went to Ursa and I went to a botanical garden last week, and it was just like chock full of so many cool plants in neat little configurations. Not even necessarily like formal gardens, but it mimicking natural environments and things, and just like being in there and looking around at all these cool plants you don't normally get to see would count as fascination. Then there's extent, which is the one I always forget. Let me see. Do I still have my notes up here? I should. Let's see. Where is attention restoration theory? Right. Extent is a sense of connectedness between the viewer and the environment. I always forget that one because that's not what the word extent means to me at all. And I really think it should be called something else. But yeah, like when you feel connected to nature or just where you are, like if you really, I guess it's hard to explain, but it's easy to feel. Like if you've been to a place you felt connected to, you get it.
Sorry for all the noise.
It's okay. My partner just came home.
Sorry for the VOD watchers for the bad audio quality for the next little bit.
Yeah, it's fine. So fascination, extent, being away, which is just the sense that you are like somewhere different from your normal daily life, which is really easy to accomplish if you're literally going somewhere that's not part of your normal daily life. And then compatibility, which is the hardest one to get right because it's literally all about your subjective preferences. It means just being in a place that you like being. Like, I like being up on a mountain hiking through nature. So that's more restorative for me than for my friend Erica, who co-hosts my podcast with me, who hates hiking up mountains. So, like, that would not be compatible for her. And Ursa, as I'm going over these, are you considering how we might work this into the spa?
Yeah, it's definitely like something to consider because like, especially for compatibility, like certain people might find a dark color palette relaxing and soothing, while others might find a light color palette relaxing and soothing. Some want neutral tones, and it's like I want to step away from the neutral box. But again, it's like some people find like bright colors like stressful and oppressive. So
It's true. I liked your idea that we were talking about before the stream started of like giving different aesthetics to different rooms. So maybe having some like private spaces, like private bathrooms, might not be the worst idea. So the second theory, is stress recovery theory, which is just that there's something about certain environments that triggers a stress reduction mechanism in the human brain. And that's where most of the like physical restorative benefits of restorative environments comes from, is that we understand anyway. There's a lot of research that needs to be done. Is that stress, it lowers your stress levels and comes with a whole lot of health and physiological benefits. And stress recovery theory has like people have researched it, have found that there are 6 things in environments that are correlated with reducing your stress. Vegetation and natural features, so like being in the woods, a cool waterfall, complexity, so like just having a lot of things to look at, which also really like gels with fascination on the other side. So like that can be a really biodiverse environment, like we were at the botanical garden, but it could also be a museum full of really cool things, or like even a bookstore where you just have all these just have hundreds and hundreds of different books just all on the shelves. They're all different colors, all different sizes. You can pull one off and look and see something totally new. Gross structural features is number 3, which is like, is there symmetry? Is there balance? Is there harmony? That sort of thing. Depth of view, which is just like how far or not far you can see, which is also related to number 5, which is deflected vista, which is just a fancy way of saying like curving paths and other things so you can't see everything at once. If there's a sense of like wonder and curiosity and you're like not sure what's around the next bend, that's good for your brain, it turns out. And then finally, number 6, which kind of goes without saying, but we're saying it anyway, is safety. If you're being chased by lions, you are not having a stress-free time. Your stress is not recovering. If you are not being chased by lions, you are more likely to be recovering from stress. You know? Pretty straightforward. So the other thing that I wanted to mention with this, actually, what's my last? Oh yeah, it can be. I say here it can be virtual. What I really should say is it can be artificial. These things, there's a lot of focus on the natural environment. It doesn't have to be real. There's a lot of research showing that if you sit people in a room and project a forest and birdsong, like forest onto the walls and birdsong in via radio or whatever, it has restorative benefits. There's a couple of very famous studies that show if you just put a potted plant or even just a photo of trees into a room, like a post-surgical recovery room, people will actually recover faster because there is a photograph of trees, which is wildly cool. But it also means that video game environments can be restorative for you. If you're wandering around, I don't know, Skyrim or something, a lot of the environments in Skyrim meet these criteria. And it can be genuinely good for you. Some of that research is because there's been some research actually at one of the schools I studied at. There was research on using VR environments to improve the mental health of astronauts, and one of the things they tried doing was putting astronauts into virtual reality nice places, like virtual reality forest on top of a mountain or whatever, and it works. It actually genuinely helps. There's even a study I saw that says the more senses you can engage, the more it helps. So if you can spurt pine scent into their face while they're in a VR environment of a pine forest, it actually improves it improves your mental health. So that's something we can consider. We don't have to have a big natural open garden in our spa, to bring it back to The Sims 4. We can have murals of landscapes or whatever, and that kind of triggers the same effects. The one final last thing I want to mention, you'll notice almost all these have to do with visual perception, which I think is kind of a flaw in the theory. But there is research on other senses. And yeah, I'm just going to skip past a couple of slides here and basically just come straight to this. Noise can be really stress-inducing if I think that should be obvious. Noise just being unwanted sound, uncontrollable sound, and often unpredictable sound. But there are some sounds that do provide mental health benefits, and those tend to be moving water, and birdsong are the two that we know for sure provide restorative benefits, which I think is very relevant to a bathhouse and spa because there's a lot of water everywhere. So if you have moving water, that can actually, the sound of it can actually be really good for people, mentally and emotionally. Now, interestingly, there's kind of a hierarchy of water. I was saying that when it comes to vegetation and things, it can be artificial, and it can be with water too. But there's a definite hierarchy where we found that the sounds of natural moving water, like natural streams and waterfalls and rain, has bigger benefits than the sounds of a fountain in a city park. But the benefits are still there, which is the important part. So that's something we can definitely consider with our spa. And that is the end of my slideshow for now, because again, this is not a lecture. This is a game stream. And we'll talk more about stuff as it comes up, Oop. Let me make sure I'm in the right place. Oh, hi guys. Sorry, I didn't see you in chat because I had my slideshow over chat. let's see. Antiquities auction. Yeah, so that's a good place that's full of interesting and fascinating things. Monkey brain like tree. Correct. This is a thing we are finding increasingly. Lights and outdoor views where possible. Birds make sense with safety. Songbirds don't tend to sing when predators are around. I can imagine some part of the monkey brain hung around after a few thousand years. Yeah, actually, that's a really good point. So let me just get my game capture in the right place. Oh no, my angelic aura. I'll fix the lighting here at some point. Oh, I see what the problem is. It's still trying to capture Stardew Valley. That's not what we're playing today. Huh. Okay, here we are. All right, so we're at The Sims 4, and we'll talk about more about like architecture stuff and restorative environment stuff as it becomes relevant. But the first thing we got to do is choose where we want to plop down our little bitty spa. We've got quite a few worlds we can choose.
Ooh.
Yeah. Let's see if I can change that.
Oh man.
Light. Is that better? There we go. Now I'm not so... My divine aura is not burning so bright. So,
oh
what,
man, there's
what
so
do you
many.
think? I know, there's so many. You give that some thought for just 1 second. I want to say something to... Actually, she's got her headphones on, so never mind. Did you try the dinner?
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, I knocked it out of the park tonight.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. I also brought you a backup tea.
Oh, thank you.
So you have like regular tea of whatever you chose, I think green tea.
Ooh. I've got two very relaxing teas with me tonight. I've got my Senna tea right here. And then I also have a green tea in my little Santa gnome mug. Oh, you can't really see it because of the light. Man. Can I... There we go. There he is.
Ah, yes.
Yes. I painted both of these mugs myself. I'm a lot more proud of this one. But I think they're both good.
Yeah.
Anyway. Alright, Ursa, any thoughts?
Okay.
We can click into them and see where we want to go.
I'm always tempted by what, Glimmerbrook or the
Ooh,
witchy one.
yeah.
But you know, that's because I love spoopy.
Yeah.
But also there's not as many lots on this one as some others.
There are not. Hang on, let me turn down the audio a little bit. Color changes. Okay. It was just really loud in my ears. I don't know if it's loud on stream. That's true. There's only really, like, this 30 by 20 lot is the only one. Or this one too, I guess. And we can knock down a couple houses if we need to. Eminent domain. Chat, if you have any ideas, you can also suggest. Please. So we do have like Willow Creek or Newcrest, which is the really basic sort of like Georgia looking one. Oasis Springs, which is the desert. Vindenburg, which is sort of the like medieval Germany. Forgotten Hollow.
Seen that one.
You haven't seen that one?
Think so.
Well, let's go take a look.
Or Vindenburg, yeah.
Yeah. So you see there's like an actual town over here with a bunch of stuff, and then a couple little spaces. It's cute. It's very flat, but it's cute. It also has a very large commercial center.
There's a pool center,
A pool center.
which is at least similar, but not exactly what we're doing.
That's true. Discotheque. They also have a gym, cafe, park. Yeah. So what Ursa said... Oh, you're Ursa. Totes said, I've never seen the one with the cool sun rays. This one? Evergreen Harbor? Oh, good. The sound is better now. Good, I'm glad. That one, yeah. Okay, yeah, let's check out Evergreen Harbor. This one came with the Eco Lifestyle Pack. So you've got, like, the 3 neighborhoods, one of which is currently the worst, and the other 2 are a lot greener. This one does not have too many spaces either, but we can, again, knock down something to provide for ourselves a little space. This one over here, there's like a 30 by 20 over here next to what looks to be an old quarry. And there's a couple of apartment buildings. Oh, community spaces are really big. 40 by 30. Sounds like the Stranger Pack. Yeah, this is... There, sort of like Strangerville, there is a... sort of a storyline here, but this is where you really get to play around with the, like, community action plans that make it greener or make it more industry-focused. Yeah, I think another space, too. We also have... Let's see, there's Sulani, which is the islands. Strangerville, Moonwood Mill... Hemford-on-Bagley, which is like the Cotswolds in England. It's very cute. Brightchester, which I think is the university one. That one's really packed. I don't think we're going to find a space in there.
Yeah.
There's Mount Komorebi. I took a look in this one because it's the, the Japan one where the onsen stuff comes from. And there's a really nice space up on the mountain. But I kind of want a space... It's really snowy, and I kind of want a space that's a lot greener.
Mm-hmm.
So we can have, like, a bunch of plants and stuff. So let's see. How about... Let's take a look at Hemford-on-Bagley.
Yeah.
So this one's cute. Let's see. We have a 50 by 40 over here. We can knock down that house.
Oh.
We have a 50 by 40 here, but it's off the grid, which would be a bit of a challenge. What do you think?
Well,
Oh, you
maybe here.
You can edit those traits? Yeah, it looks like Toad's like this one, too. Okay. Yeah, okay. Well, apparently we can edit the traits. Okay is my favorite loading screen. Oh. Alright, let's see. Let's change our... Oops, that's not what I meant to click. Oh, yeah, there we go. We could just get rid of the lot challenges. Cool. And we can add traits. Ooh, what do we got? Oh, this is useful. Right off the bat. Geothermal, natural heating lowers utility bills by generating power, keeps any pools warm. I also see something I've never seen before on a dark ley line. Registered vampire lair? Vampire Nexus? Science lair? Peace and quiet? Ooh. Is it twin one? Teen neighborhood, study spot, island spirits, bracing breezes, convivial. Interesting. All right, so what do we think? What should we? Natural well. Oh, I think we gotta do natural well. Like that's why it's the perfect place to set up a hot spring. Oh, that must be the puppy pack. Yeah, I don't have the pets one, unfortunately. Ursa, what do you think? What should we add? Should we do something silly, or should we do something that will actually be helpful?
Oh man. I'm very tempted by the registered vampire lair.
That one, it says it's only on home residences, so I think actually we need to switch
Oh.
this over to...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, so we can have it as either a bathhouse or a spa. Which I think just changes what we... Like, I think just changes what we need to, like, the requirements.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say the onsen then,
Okay.
because like spa is like a secondary focus rather than the primary one.
Yeah. Alright, so we can't have registered vampire lair. We can have university student hangout. We can also have on a dark ley line to, dissuade people from having extra fun. Clothing optional.
Actually, clothing optional might be appropriate.
Natural light. Ooh, what does natural light do? Quality of light here makes painting and photography easier to master. I do like clothing optional, though. I think that's what we'll do. Okay. So we need a toilet, a sink, a shower, a couch, a living chair, waste disposal, 1 locker, and 1 hot springs. Okay. So, let's see. Where are people going to enter? So here's our entrance. Here's our front. Is over here.
Mm-hmm.
I think we can actually we can get rid of a bunch of these things. Move these rocks and bushes. There we go. Okay. So, I guess I bought some packs and haven't played with them yet. Right, I haven't played since the last packs I bought. Okay, so thinking about how we set this up. What I find kind of cute about a bathhouse is the use map is a straight line. And by that I mean, if you think about like the way people will use it, the places they have to move to use it effectively, it's just walk in the building, go to the locker room and change, take a shower, and then hop in the bath. And then if you wanna, when you leave, you just do that in reverse, basically.
Yeah.
Which gives like a really obvious like main path for us to use. Is like entrance, locker, shower, bath.
Mm-hmm. Although I could also see entrance, like shower, locker, bath, but then branching off of shower and locker is like sort of an outtake. So that'd be your restaurant, cafe, or like some more just non-wet relaxation. I know some spas offer like just like, you know, come down rooms of like, yeah, they realize you're gonna be super like vibed out, so they sort of like let you meander out at your own pace, but you know, not in the limited facilities areas.
Yeah, and I like that. I like having so we like entrance and then locker room, and then from there it kind of branches into different spaces.
Mm-hmm.
And Ursa and I discussed this before the stream started. A lot of real world bathhouses split you into like the gender binary, but there are real world bathhouses that don't. And also, I'm non-binary, and screw the gender binary. So like we're not going to do that. We're going to have one big mixed pool for everybody. Typically in the real world, those sorts of spaces require you to have a bathing suit. But they do exist.
Yeah.
non-wet relaxation isn't as fun. You know? They make a good point. But okay.
But snacks and water can be hard to mix.
Yes. Alright, so I say we just like start with an... Well, we need an entrance first, right? We need the place where they're gonna come in. So I think like... Do you think that's enough space for now? And then maybe a coat room off to the side?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. If we do like... Maybe we do like a coat room back here. And then this way can be the locker and changing room. Let's make that kind of big. And then I think if we're going to have bathrooms, they should probably be attached to the locker and changing room, yeah? And we can move these around. I'm not married to this. Ursa? Ursa? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there you are.
Okay. Having bathrooms in the changing room seems obvious.
Changing cubicle in the locker room. Yeah, we could have some like more private space.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just have like bathroom here for now. And then we could have... We definitely need an indoor bath. We might also be able to have an outdoor bath. So let's just have like a large space there that we can modify. In fact, let's make that a little bit bigger because it's... The locker room there is pretty big compared to it. Okay. No one likes changing that close to a toilet. Yeah, well, yeah, that's why, you know, we'll have the toilets in a separate room. Toilets and sinks and things. So that you can change over here, I think, and then enter into a separate room. So this room, one of these two rooms should have the showers in it. I think we can sort of integrate them together. Probably the bathhouse room. And then that way...
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is sort of the wet room. And then the locker room is the drier room. So I have noticed that I don't think The Sims has elevators. I think you can only use stairs. Which is not very accessibility friendly.
Yeah.
But let's see. Okay, so actually, you know what we can do? We can have the bathroom actually be on this side, I think, and then this over here can maybe be a corridor over to, like, another area.
Yeah, because that might be our, like, outtake relaxation area.
Yeah.
Like, the rest... snacks and cafe.
Yeah. Okay, so let's...
And that way also, it's closer to the front of the building, so if somebody wanted to partake in those things without doing the wet activities, they could.
Yeah, you can just go from the locker room to there. And then... I think maybe we can do... Maybe, like, here? we can do stairs up to a second floor. And have, like... I mean, we're talking about it not being particularly accessible, but, like, we can, you know, pretend that in actuality we'd have an elevator or other options than just the stairs, but this is just all The Sims gives us. So up here we can have, like, a massage space.
Yeah.
And make the building a little more interesting up here. So we can have... I'm just gonna... We can cut these... We can cut these big rectangles into smaller rectangles. And that might actually give us... We could have, like, an upstairs balcony and things as well.
Yeah.
Which would be very cool. Okay. So... I know also... I think up here I want to have, Let's see. So we probably want this to be fairly free for ventilation. So maybe above... above, like, the dry area. We can also have, like... I know the spa pack added a yoga... Like, yoga classes, so you could have, like, a yoga space. So maybe we can do something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I like that. Okay. Alright, I think that's a good layout for now. Oh, you know what we're missing? Sauna.
Yeah.
Sauna. Okay, so all of our...
I was figuring what activities would branch off of the pool area.
Yes. I'm just thinking maybe we should... move the bathroom over here. Because we want all of our plumbing fairly condensed. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, it just kept the wall. Hang on. Yeah, we want all of our plumbing, like, together. Okay. I don't know what's happening there. Oh, it just removed the floor. We can change that. So we want the sauna somewhere here. Maybe off on this side here. I took a little peek, and a sauna room only really requires that much space. And saunas tend to be small anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that would...
But, yeah, depending on the amount of clientele, multiple ones could be interesting, though.
Oh, true. Okay, so let's... I have seen spaces where there's, like... They tend to be next to each other. Probably for similar reasons, keeping the plumbing and utilities together.
Yeah.
So we can have 2 at least. Okay. Now this does give us a lot of space if we need to for, like, outdoor pool area or a garden even, or both. Like, there's a lot of space in here. So I think we'll come back to that. Alright, so I do like the idea of there being a... Let's see. I don't want a balcony... So this is a little tricky, because I don't want a balcony in the back, because if we're going to have outdoor pools, I don't want people to be able to glance over the fences and watch people.
Yeah.
While people watching is typically a good thing for public spaces, for a bathhouse specifically, it is undesirable.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, if we put it out front... Well, actually... I mean, we're out here kind of in the middle of... I'm not going to say the middle of nowhere, but we're in a very rural area. So, like, all they're going to see out the front... It's not a very good view. Is the problem I am now... Oh, hang on. Idea.
Side.
The side, yes. Idea has struck. And also, we don't need this anymore because we moved our stairs. which means we can now put. Let's just put like a. We'll change. We'll change what fence. Just want to put a fence here for now. Yeah, because we have it over here. It does go onto the bathhouse a bit, but that's fine. We don't need the entire roof of the bathhouse. We can just have, like, this side, basically. And then have that kind of butt up against the roof, which is hiding the vents and the utilities and things.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get this really nice view of these willows over the river. A pond over there. Yeah, see, that's luxurious. That's good.
Yeah.
And that brings us back to the restorative environments a little bit. You get a really nice view of this beautiful, complex landscape. You feel away from things. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay. We can change the specifics. But I like that. So I like this for a shell.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, first things first. Well, we've already done the first thing. So what do you think is next? Should we just sort of block the basics in?
Yeah.
Yeah. Last time we built something together, we got really bogged down in the details of each room.
Yes.
So I think we can just start with the basics. And then come back. So let's think about... Here's the thing that's kind of interesting. We don't want any windows in either of these rooms. So
We do have windows high and narrow.
Ooh.
So it would be along the upper trim, just something to let in natural light without being worried about peeping.
That's
and something
true and fair.
Opaque.
Okay, so let's see if we got some long ones here. So we got like that, very utilitarian, but useful. We got some more modern, slightly larger ones. Let's see. We've also got... That's very sci-fi. I don't know about that one. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see. We've got... looks like our options for long and short are pretty slim. What's this? Ooh. Ooh. Not for here. Not for here. Not for now. But we'll come back to that.
Yeah.
Alright, do we want, like, this little light box window? Or do we want, like, one of these, like, longer, slightly more utilitarian ones? Uninspiring window. What's there to say? It's a window. It lets light in and keeps the cold out. Okay. I do kind of like maybe this one for the bathhouse, actually, for like the actual bathroom.
Yeah.
So we can get a few of these. Like that high up. Well, maybe we'll try a different. No, we definitely want them to be narrow. We want people... The other thing is we want the people inside to feel like people can't see inside. Even if, like... Even, like, this one, I think is a little too tall, because I feel like people would worry. Like, even if there's no conceivable way of people peeping in without a ladder, people would worry about it, and that's no good. So maybe... I think these are our best bet. But now's our chance to start picking out a color palette. Actually, I'm gonna tell you one thing first. Before we do that, I'm gonna tell you one thing I absolutely want to use. Let's get some lighting in here so we can see it effectively. Yeah, just we'll swap out the lighting later. This is just so we can see inside. Where is it? Tile. Okay. Check this out. Look at this.
Yeah. Yes.
So I think if we don't use this, I agree with Totes. if we don't use this for the main room, we should absolutely use it for one of the saunas.
Yes.
But we do have some other options here. There's other colors. And there's also one other pattern. There's this like lovely landscape pattern
Yeah.
that I really like.
Which has more broad appeal, but
Yes. That's why I'm thinking like we definitely need. Like I think we should use the kitties one for at least one of the saunas.
yes.
But I think the landscape one is probably better for the main room.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a few different colors on that pattern. There's a gray, sort of cobbled tile look. There is this blue one that I'm very fond of personally.
Mm-hmm.
There's this sort of sandstonier, different brown or gray, and then there's this very like pristine white.
I like the blue or gray.
Okay. Well, given my bias towards the blue, I
Yes.
think that's what we'll go with. Okay. So let's go back to our window here. Where's our window at? Where'd it go? A window? Where are you? Toads likes the blue too. Where is my long fin window? My long findo. That's not my window. Where's my window? Okay, hang on. I think it was from the... Oops. I think it was from the university pack. That's the one I wanted. So let's, filter for... Discover University. Wait, where'd it go? It wasn't this one. No, it was from the spa pack. It's from the spa pack. There it is. Okay. Oh, perfect. It barely even gets in the way.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Let's maybe make those a bit more even. There we go. I love the octopus doing the wave emoji. Alright, let's see. So in actual architecture, we would probably measure things out so that we don't have to eyeball it, but hey, whatever, we're playing The Sims.
Hey, forget about it.
Yeah. Alright, that's perfect. Okay, let's get a little bit of natural light into the saunas as well. There we go. Just light that up a bit. Now, I think saunas... Welcome to Eden, double doors. Ooh, okay. I think saunas have to have... Looks like you're leaving stud spaces. So you don't like it? While Totes is typing up their answer... Oh, the windows are good. Okay. What is this? Huh. So I think saunas have to have glass doors. I don't know why. I just do. So I think we should find a couple of good... Maybe sliding doors. Oh, like it's structurally sound. Okay. You started that message with so I thought you were unimpressed. Let's see. So I think sliding glass doors is probably the way to go. Thoughts, Ursa?
Yeah, I was just curious if there was ones that had like an opaqueness to them, so it has that like nice clean glass effect, but felt a little little more private. But also not so private that you could get away with some things.
Right, yeah. I just remembered the last bathhouse I went to, there were signs on the saunas that were just like big signs that said, please do not commit crimes in the sauna. I think there are some with frosted. Hang on, I saw it over here. Frosted 2-panel arch door with frosted. No, not that one. Let's see. No peeking frosted glass double door. Ooh. No peeking frosted glass double door. Oh, okay. Oh, like this. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, okay. I'm about that. Let's look at the color swatches here. So we got a bunch of blues, as well as some greens and some grays in the mural. So I feel like the kind of gray white's really the only option here, huh?
Yeah.
But that does give us some little sauna rooms. Okay, speaking of, let's pop our saunas in. Oh, they're in recreation. Okay. Artificial fever room. So we got wood, and it looks like we got stone or metal, maybe? Wood feels more classic to me. Oh, there's a lot of different color options here. For both of them. Ooh, okay. Maybe one of each, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I need to make these one bigger. I didn't know how to add the forget about it accent to the yeah. Oh, okay. Let's. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Needs a little more light. We'll need some artificial lights in here for sure. And then we can have the other one. Let's get those lights in here just so we can see and decide what wood we want to use. Okay. So we have. Look at our color swatches. So we got these nice white one, or not white, but like light brown. We got darker brown. We got kind of a cherry, more of a white birch, and then a much darker wood. I very much like the original. I don't know if you have a preference.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And then the stone one over here, we've got this dark gray, this clean lighter gray, a middle tone, pitch black for your vampire saunas. Vampire sauna. Ursa, I have an idea. Different build. Okay, darker gray.
To go on Elven Bridal with the vampire sauna.
Elven Bridal with the vampire sauna. You got it. Okay, I think. Well, actually, you know what might help us make that decision for sure? Is which kitty do we want to use?
Yes.
Okay, so we got bright blue kitty. We got brown kitty. Pink kitty. And black kitty. And the other ones are the other style. Totes predicted it. Alright, what color kitty border? The most important
The blue
question.
or the brown?
Blue or the brown, okay. I think I am partial towards the blue. It also sort of fits with the blue bath house room.
Yeah.
So what goes with the blue here? What's gonna work? Unless... Actually, yeah, I think it fits better over here with the wood color we chose. Unless you disagree.
No, I agree.
Okay. Then we can use a different tile for this room over here. And we've got a few options. We've got, like... So this would make it, like, a very modern-looking room.
Yeah.
That would hurt my head, so we're not going to do that. Okay, we do have these cute, kind of... very light mosaics. A little too industrial, but... Yeah, if you spot something in the tile section, just, like, call it out. I'm just gonna look through a bit. Ooh! Actually, I'm not against this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Blue in the corner. Totes liked this one. Yeah, I like that too. I like having like a bright one and a darker one, you know? I think that hits like a couple different people's preferences. We can have like a light mode and a dark mode sauna. Alright, we'll come back to the floors later for that one. We do want... It's the kitty tile without the kitty. It is the kitty tile without the kitty. It's very close, actually. Oh, no, it just straight up is. Oh, okay. Those are just the same tiles. Let's see. I do like the wainscot one. Well, no, I don't like the wainscot one. I probably like a different version of it. Okay, let's get the bath in here, just because we need that. Onsen bath out items, thank you. So these are pretty sizable. So we've got... Look at the size of this. So we want at least one of these inside here. And then, possibly outside, we can get one of these cool stone ones.
Yeah.
Which come in a couple different varieties. Let's see. How do we want to do this? We want to leave space on the outer edge. So that feels to me like maybe we could have two of them? Looks like maybe we could have two of them. Maybe... There we go. No. But if they're this way, they're like slightly off kilter from each other.
Yeah.
And it's really bugging me. But actually, we can fix that. I guess we have to decide what we want to be off kilter. Honestly, as long as these water things are lined up, I think I'm okay with the pools themselves being slightly off kilter.
Yeah.
Has a nice look to it. Totes wants one. Me too, Totes. We don't have to stick with that, but that would let us have two. We could also do other configurations. Like, we could have them, you know, this way. But then we need space for showers. So, if you come in this way, this side can be showers. So if we put our... I think this would be a good place for an archway. We don't have to stick with this archway, but I'm just going to put an archway down just to have one. Just to kind of show us where the entrances are. And then... Actually, what's this one? Ooh. Okay. And then we can just have like a shower zone over here. Where are my half walls? Well, like this. The plants give the water and see the showers. The plants give a tiny feel of privacy and outdoors. Yeah. All right, I think we can just like, and then maybe have like little. What if we just do like this kind of thing? Right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, hear me out. So we do like that, and then we get the plumbing, shower, steamy times shower. Ooh. And then we can just like, bam. Just like that. Now, a typical, like, actual bathhouse would usually have a lot more than that. But again, in The Sims, we can get away with simplifying it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that. Should the half walls for this side be a little bit higher, do you think? Or...
It's good.
You think it's good? Okay. Where'd my music go? Oh, my music turned off. I'm sure it'll start again. It's done this before. Okay, so the plumbing for this room is sort of around the entire room, but that's fine. It's a bathhouse. The plumbing's going to be everywhere. I think, actually, if we move these slightly this way, we can have a little bit of space on this side. For... Can we fit this indoors? We cannot. Maybe some just like regular tubs? Do we want regular tubs? I don't know if we need regular tubs.
Yeah. Like, is there any other hot tub besides the pagoda one?
I think maybe in a pack I don't have. Because I certainly don't have all of the expansions.
Okay.
So it's possible. I only just got ones that were, interesting to me personally.
Yeah.
Okay, but that gives us... Well, actually, what about... You can just have a swimming pool. We should have a pool over on this side. Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, pool trim? Probably want to keep it the way it is. A nice lap pool, yeah. There's a jacuzzi tub that's like a corner... Oh. You're right. You're very right. Here. This one. I think we have to shorten up the pool a little bit. We can... Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Now, are there... Do we not worry about... Do we not worry about pool ladders in The Sims 4? Maybe they, didn't want you to pull the classic deleting the pool ladder thing anymore.
I thought they'd
It's there? Pool trim...
You actually have to like click the ladder.
Oh, it's over here.
And that's also lights and colors.
Oh, look at all
And
this.
You could have like rose petals. It's really fun.
Mr. Jumpy Jump. It's a Mr. Jumpy Jump. Amp up the fun in your backyard pool with Mr. Jumpy Jump. Within moments of bringing Mr. Jumpy Jump home, every kid in town may want to come flocking like wild, ravaging wildebeest. Wait, maybe you don't want Mr. Jumpy Jump. But what is Mr. Jumpy Jump? It's so mysterious. Anyway, let's pop a pool ladder in on either side, I think. Or maybe just the... What? Hey. What are you doing, game? Okay, that's... There we go. Okay, I wanted a little more space here. Move that into the corner.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think that works. I think that works. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the basics of our pool room. And then I think probably we can have a way outside, actually, but we'll come back to that. Okay, so let's just mark where we want our entrances. So I think we have basically over here, here, probably like there. Okay. And then we definitely want, this has to be the stairs up. Well, actually, I guess we'll have this on this side. And then we'll just mark our stairs. Probably scoot that forward a bit so we can have some more space upstairs. Or, well, we'll figure out what we're doing there. Okay. So let's see. You know what? This room does not look quite finished without some kind of floor. So maybe let's just put a floor in. Tile, I assume?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need something other than blue. There's
Maybe
a lot of blue.
some nice, like, earthy gray.
Ooh, maybe. Kind of a green gray. How about that?
I don't know. It feels kind of just like poured concrete, though.
It does, you're right. Let's see. What do we have? It's a brown. Any nice grays in here? No. Stone tile? No. Ooh, this might be a little bit better. You search bar to gather all color options. That's true. Let's see. There is this. I do like this. Or, ooh, that's better. I think that feels...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we can definitely look at the color options for other stuff. I think for that we just found what we needed. And then we can fix these up. Do we want tile on these? Do we want something else? What would fit? Oh, just something like that. Something simple like that, maybe? Oops. Oh no. Camera, please.
I don't know. It seems a little too porous to me.
Okay.
Like,
Do we want to stick with the tile?
Actually, what if about a stone one?
Okay.
The masonry.
do have a few options here. A lot of these are very rustic stone. I don't hate them though.
Temple's a little too big and heavy.
Yeah.
I kind of like that rustic stone.
Let's see. The rustic riverstone.
Oh, I was talking about the last one in the row. Rustic Riverstone.
Yeah. Okay. I am definitely not against that. Gives it a little bit of a craftsman look. Which I like. Style I like. Yeah. Looks like Totes also likes that one, so I think we can call that good. For now, anyway. Okay. Entryway. Well, I guess let's work our... No. Let's do the entrance. Let's talk about the first thing you see when you come in. I think we need a pair of double doors.
Yeah.
Not a giant safe door, no. Not one covered in werewolf marks either. Now this is like the very first thing, so... I guess the question is, how commercial do we want it to... Hang on. Oh, they've added such nice archway options since the last time I played. Okay. I guess the question is, how commercial do we want it to be? Because there's like this, which is the frosted glass with a big thing on it, big symbol on it. But there's also like that, or like this, which is a bit more like walking into a fancy house, or this, which is like walking into a really fancy house, or this, which I don't even know. Quad one is for the Vampire Sauna. The Quad one is, yeah, you know what? Vampire Sauna and Elven Bridal. It's coming. Look out for it. Also, thank you for saying we have good taste. Alright, Ursa, thoughts?
I was on a little bit of a delay. I don't even know this, like, hex thing. I think is neat.
Yeah.
I'm at the bottom. Was there some more like onsen ones?
Yeah, we have like these sliding glass doors and some of these like Japanese wooden sliding doors. And there's
Like the long slit one.
the long slit one. This one? No.
No, of the onsen, the second in the shogi. Yeah, but it like that might be too informal. I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like... I feel like if this was the first door you see, it really colors that we'd have to like stick to the shogi aesthetic the whole way throughout.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like there's some other things we can do where we can mix it up a bit.
Yeah.
I kind of like this one. It's weird, but I don't really know what to make of it.
It's colorways could also.
Oh yeah, let's see what other swatches it has. Ah! So we got like gray, white, black, different gray, brown, gives it kind of a wood vibe. Mustard. Old mustard. Different gray. Maybe I'm not feeling it as much as I thought I was.
Really neat.
What was that?
It's neat. I just...
Yeah. It's not what I want to see here and now. Maybe... Well, actually, we don't need to stick to low walls. This is a commercial space. We should have higher walls, actually. That does throw this off a bit, so I have to move that up. Actually, that works better, because now it goes up above... Now it goes up above the mural, essentially. Let's put it like there, I think. Just one up. Oh, do you see what I just noticed?
That you're getting sky and sky?
Look at the little cat poking out from the window. Perfect placement. Okay. So, if we raise that a bit, we get some more options. So we get, like, tall, fancy door like that has the flowers on it. We also get, ooh, these big guys, which are a little bit spooky modern. Librarian door. There's a lot of options now. Greenhouse doors. Elven bridal.
I mean, I always love me some Elven Bridal, but it might. I think it might be a bit too heavy-handed.
Maybe. Let's see. We do get some nice, just like modern glass doors as well, which I'm not hating for the entrance to the spa.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Is this a door? Is this a door? Double doors? Are you sure? Is that what this is? I don't think.
Are they like pocket doors?
I don't know. I don't think anyone would ever find the entrance if this was our front door.
Yeah.
Ooh. Vampire front door.
Ooh.
Oh, wait. Maybe it was backwards? No? Still can't tell. Okay.
What's the light bulb one? To the right of...
The unmaterialistic door. Oh, it's just a big archway.
No, up and to the right of that one.
Oh.
It's like...
The son of big monkey doors. Oh, geez. What are these? What do I do with them? How do I perceive them? Are they push both ways? If that was just a whole wall. Toast is asking about...
Is that the only...
Is that the only what?
Is that the only color of that one?
No. There are others.
Also, it is confusing me too, so...
Yeah. I don't know if there's a lot we can do with that one. Now, Toast is asking in chat about the library door colors, so let's take a look at this. We got the red, white, and black and gold, white and gold. Gives it kind of a weathered look. I like that. Very modern black and white. Black and red. Kind of a weathered blue and black. Green and black. More black and gold. Or black and kind of a bronze, coppery color. And then this blue, black, and gold one that I kind of like. It looks a little hard to build around.
Yeah.
But I do like it. Alright, what else do we have? There's the merchant store. The the big, like, country tavern doors.
Oh, Ooh, I do kind of like that Gossip No More door. That, like, the one you have on now.
Oh, the gossip. Yeah. Okay.
If only because it lends itself to, like, more... I could say... I could see somebody tying that in with, like, a Thai or an Indian aesthetic. Like, it's not quite that on its own, but I've seen interior decorators use that kind of stuff.
Okay. Not the vibe here, but the blue's cute. Yeah, I think we should definitely look at the library door for a different build. Color-wise, I kind of like this, the white and black that I had it on for a second.
Yeah, I like the white and black. I also do like the neutral brown.
Okay. Okay, let's start with the neutral brown and see... The white is nice base to build from. I was thinking the same thing. Okay, let's do the white and black and see what we can build from here. I think... So we definitely want windows. We want our entrance to be bright and airy. So I think we want some big windows. Maybe not like big windows. Not like full... full to the ceiling windows necessarily. Though I think on this side, we should probably... I'd like to have like a big window over here, I think. Just let the light just come right in. You know what I mean? Let's see. Let's filter by color. Start with the white. See what we get. Not those. Oh, interesting. I don't know if I could use that one. It doesn't provide a lot of light.
Yeah.
Uh...
I could see that actually in the hallway to and from the wet to dry area. Like a whole bunch of those side by side by side.
That didn't help. Yeah, and then like... Here we go. That's on both sides. It really provides so little.
Yeah. Way less than you'd think.
Yeah. Like, it's kind of cool. Yeah, we need... I think we just need more light for this area.
Yeah.
I think actually maybe we can have them on this side, but then have something bigger and brighter, because then there's like no... I don't know what we have over here. Nah. You know what? We'll find a place for this.
Yeah.
But I think like... Okay, we'll come back to that. So for the over here, let's go back to afternoon. Oh, these kind of fit the door. Like if we have a few of these on this side, or maybe if we put these next to the door. and then have something else on the side there. So it makes it really, really nice and bright. You have like a different window over here. Like I keep coming back to the magic ones. Ursa, Ursa, I can't escape it.
I mean, I ain't complaining.
Should we do... Alright, hang on. Let's, Lucy. My pup is bouncing. She's dolphining.
Oh.
She wants to go outside again.
Oh, why she never wants to tell me?
She's decided I'm the person to tell about it. Let's see. Well... I was hoping there was like a thinner window. Maybe there is. Maybe we just have to... No. No, I guess there's just the one? But now I really like those magic ones. Now I just want to fit... Can we fit the magic ones alongside this one? It looks like it should, but it's not.
Yeah.
Actually, hang on.
I mean, we could also just change up the door. I'm not committed to that door.
I forget what the cheats enabled is. Well, if we do like... Okay, just see. If we do like this, make this kind of the same as the other one was, like a nice kind of white.
Actually, I'm kind of wondering, not about that one, but the next one over.
This one?
With the sort of like rock formation around it.
That one. I know you're on a slight delay.
Yeah. It does have a lot more carving on it though than it looks like in the thumbnail.
Yeah.
I couldn't see all the like filigree on the thumbnail, so I was thinking it was like kind of like a chiseled rock. But
okay.
there it's like proper marble. So I'm less into it.
But what if you do like a that?
Okay.
You know, the Realm of Magic has like magic crystals and things too.
Yeah.
You know what? I think let's lean into it. Let's lean into Magic Spa.
Open our hearts to crystal healing.
Yes.
If only in the fantasy.
Okay, so what do we have here from Realm of Magic? We have brick. Well, you know. Well, you know. The white brick with the, like, funky stone trim? You know?
It is pretty quaint.
Yeah, do we want, like, a different color, though? We got some really nice blues. There's, like, a blue-green. More of a sky blue. There's also, like, a brown. A gray. White. Kind of a sandier brown. Lighter gray. I think one of the bold colors, like white or one of the bold colors, would be the way to go. But actually, let me add to this. Let's choose a couple of packs. Like, we're not going to limit ourselves. We're not going to limit ourselves to these packs for the build, but let's just narrow it down to help us a little bit. Okay. So. Oh, look at that tile. Oh, they're birds. Oh, they're little birds. They're little crows or ravens or something. Oh, that's so cute.
Oh.
There's also like, whoa. Whoa, that is a color.
On quite the delay. Oh wow, that is intense.
That is a color.
I'm gonna try reloading, seeing if it. Oh.
Nah, the Twitch is always on a delay. The Twitch. It is. I think it becomes less of a delay when you're like a Twitch partner or something. Looks like I have to fix this wall over here real quick. Oh well. Okay. So I like this brick. I like the magic brick. What color? So we have the blue, the seafoam green, or the white, I think is what I'm down to. Maybe the blue or the white. Maybe the white, and then we can garden around it for pops of color.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then our interior. I don't know about you. I really like this. I want to use the spellbinding tile somewhere in here.
Yeah.
We also have this like.
What are?
Hmm?
I'm just curious about the other colors of the spellbinding tile.
Oh yeah, let's look. So there's like black. You can't just use the color swatches, huh? There's black. There's this sort of green. Black, white, and yellow. Some grays. Browns and reds. Let's kind of move through them. Seems to favor the lighter colors a bit.
Yeah.
Like, maybe not for this entrance room, but definitely somewhere.
Somewhere.
Somewhere. There is this kind of floral pattern. We could... No. It's got, like, grandma living room vibes. Not sure I'm about it for our entrance. So the spa pack has this kind of cool modern rectangular runner. I feel like we might be able to do something with that. Maybe we can get rid of our filter at this point. Just take a look at some other options.
Oh yeah, so relaxing.
What, the polka dots?
Yeah.
Let's see. Do we have like a wallpaper paint? Wallpaper. Okay. What's like a... Okay, so blue is a very calming color. Unless it's in a very loud pattern, like these sailing boats here. Sailing boats? What am I, an alien? Maybe just like a nice, like standard No, it's gotta have a little bit of differentiation to it, I think. Maybe like that. I don't want the insides to be white. That it kind of makes me uncomfortable when I go to like a spa or something and everything's like that bright modern white.
Clinical white.
Yeah, I'm not about it.
Go to the top. Because there's one that I'm curious about colorways. Although the wainscoting also might be cool. Where did it go? Try one more down.
Color in the furniture too. Yeah.
There's one I saw. Maybe it wasn't a wallpaper? And I'm just tricking myself into thinking it was? It had kind of like this, like, it was kind of purpley, and then it had like gradients of dots.
Purpley and gradients of dots.
And I was curious about the color. Oh, there it is. Below the primary one.
I don't see which one you're talking about.
Or like, there's the color block strips that
Yes.
is fourth over. It's below that one.
Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. Interesting.
I'm like curious what the other colors of it are. There's the more neutral one, or
I'm not against it. Ooh, it's very... I like the bold ones.
yeah.
Yeah. Like, I really like this purple one with the rainbow. I don't know about for the entrance, but I like it. Oh, what's over here? Let's see what we got in here. Transpride.
Transparent.
Transpride. These wizards say trans rights. I think... Actually, you know what? Let's... That's not what I wanted. Let's... What if we do, like an accent wall?
Yes.
Like... We have, like, a more... I'm not saying this color necessarily, but, like, we have, like, something basic for 3 of the walls, and then we have, like, the confetti wall.
Yeah.
Should the confetti wall be the first one you see when you come in, or should it be, like, the one leading to the next area?
I feel like the one leading.
Okay. So let's start with that. And then, where'd our confetti wall go? There it is. Okay. Like, what color of confetti wall, I guess, is the next question. Ooh. And then we can change what color we want here. Let's see what colors work together. Keep losing the confetti wall. No, I definitely like the brighter, poppier colors in the confetti. Okay, let's pick a confetti that we like. Like maybe it's white with the rainbow.
Yeah.
And then what shade? What shade goes with that? I kind of like that. That's a cool green color. Also, Totes loves the purple one. I also love the purple one. It's very magical.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, what do you think? Should we do the purple one? It's very bold.
Yeah, I actually like the light purple one as well.
The light purple one. This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, well let's pick a shade that works with that. Blues. It's very mustardy yellow. About I think something light, kind of pastel. Ooh. What about that? This whatever color this is.
Actually, could we take a look at it from outside and see what it does through the windows? Like what kind of vibe it gives off?
Yeah. Can I move the camera down? Oh gosh. Oh no, what's happening? I'm getting motion sick.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay. Thank you. I'm struggling to find something to complement that particular shade.
Yeah, we can pass that up then.
Yeah, I like the confetti though. I do. I want it here. I think if we maybe if we have the white with the rainbow, that might be a little bit easier to pair with. Like even if we do like that, even that's kind of nice. Or this one. You know, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not get too bogged down right now.
Yeah. Let's just go with that for now.
Yeah, well, we can come back to it. Okay. Now, one thing we do probably want to change is this door frame here. I do like... Oh gosh, it's very big. I do like the idea of like no door, just an archway.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have a white version of this? I do like this big keyhole one. It does dominate that wall completely.
Yeah.
We could do... Let's see. What's this one? Don't hate it. That certainly fits the vibe a bit more. It's got the the keystone up top. Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. We can probably. We don't need to have the entire building be the same exterior. But I don't really want to stare at this unfinished wall anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna change that. There we go. And we'll switch up some of the materials later, I think. We're making it cuter. Okay. So we've got our basic entrance. Oh, do we want these same windows to give some natural light into the locker room? Like the split windows?
Yeah.
How many of these can we reasonably fit in this space? 3? There we go. Wait. There we go. Okay. That works really well. Now, let's get some lights in here so we can see what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, thank you. Boom, boom, and boom. Okay. Now, I want us to leave a lot of space for plants, because I think we should have a lot of indoor plants.
Yes.
Okay, so let's see. That's odd, and I don't know how to fix it.
I think we just need to add flooring.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Ooh, would this be a good space for the spellbinding tile? Do you
Maybe,
think?
yeah.
Yeah, let's see how we feel about that in the locker room. Ooh. That gives it a very luxurious feel. I think we want some stuff up top. Or maybe just bigger doorways. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's fix... Let's decide where we actually want these stairs to be. Because that's... I wanna change this up. Maybe if we take this, move it over there. And then we can just slap some stairs in for now. Yeah. Okay, that's better. I'm happier with that. Okay, so we have our locker room. What kind of floor do you normally put in a locker room? Is that tile as well?
Well, yeah. Some sort of tile or linoleum.
Okay, do we have... Looks like a 60s thriller set. Also, welcome! Yeah, you know, I can see it. It is, however, supposed to be a spa, eventually. But you gotta start somewhere. I think we gotta fill up this room just a little. I think should we start with the floor or should we start with the stuff inside of it?
Start with the stuff inside.
Stuff inside. Okay, so if we search locker, we got a couple of options here. We got this one. We also got the onsen locker, which I'm fond of.
Ah.
Yeah. Let's see, what other lockers we got? Wall of gym lockers. Oh, very classic. Look at those. We got a smaller one, too.
Not aesthetic, but practical.
Very. I think that appears to be all of the lockers that we have. Elemental display.
Okay.
Lock. Huh. Cute. Okay. So. What are we feeling? Anyone in chat have any opinions? Because I know what I prefer. It's definitely going to be one of these two. And I am partial towards the... Oh! You know what I just noticed? Look at that. Those have the... they're the same as the that big door that we didn't know what to do with.
Oh.
Where is it? Where'd it go? This one. Look at that. Yeah, that's a bit of aesthetic cohesion. We're not using that door. But if we were... Where'd we go? Where's the lockers? Where are they at? Miscellaneous storage. Good to know. Alright. So, if anyone in chat has any preferences, let us know. I think we can do... I think we can take a look at the color swatches a little bit first.
Yes.
Okay. So the... So the spa one over here, it's very bold. Very dark.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the onsen one, got some natural woods and some very basic paint. I like the original. I just like the basic wood look, personally.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so you want to do the onsen?
The left one is the one I kind of like.
Oh, you prefer this one. Okay. Alright, do you have a preference on color for this one? If anyone in chat has color preferences, let us know.
The neutral on that.
Which one's the neutral?
Or the OG one.
Okay, alright. Just the black and the brown?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Okay. So... how are we going to set this up? So we want to have some clear circulation through this room. You should be able to see kind of where you're going. So I think we need to leave, like, this corridor where we have all of these entryways open.
Yeah.
And then maybe... Okay, is there an easier way to do this than just, like, copying them one at a time? Well, we don't need that then. Again, with The Sims we can simplify. We don't need to worry about having 200 individual lockers like you would in an actual popular bathhouse. And then we definitely want to change up the lighting in here.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta make it charming.
Yeah.
People like charm. I mean, locker rooms people mostly just like clean. I think that's the most important part of the locker room experience. Oh, and then we can have some more, I think. Like... up against this wall here. Yeah, yeah. Okay. And we have some space to fit, like, benches and things in between.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of benches, those are going to be under not surfaces. Comfort.
Now, are we having changing rooms in here as well? Or...
Ooh, like private changing rooms?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Even just a few of them would be...
Actually, you know what? I know there is a spa bench we can use somewhere. Like, what would we do for private changing rooms? Like, build off a little section at the front here?
Maybe.
Let's see. I know there's like a spa bench we can use. I don't see it. We can just use these logs. That would be kind of funny. Just big, completely unpolished logs.
I mean, it's a vibe.
It's a vibe. It doesn't fit the room though. We've got these big modern lockers. I don't think we can just have unrefined wood log benches, you know? I like that for like if we have the outside bath and garden.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stone bench. That's modern. I don't necessarily want modern, but that's, you know, that's what it is. Oh, maybe down here. These are cute.
I mean, what you could try is sorting by the onsen and the spa packs, and looking at everything in comfort.
I agree. That would be an easy way to do it, and I don't know why I keep making it hard for myself. Let's see, where are
But you have all these packs, so it's like, what if the perfect thing lies in a different pack?
Ooh,
It's unlikely, but it's possible.
it is possible. Those are surfaces. I keep coming back to surfaces when what I want is comfort. I want the comfort. Oh, there we go. That's the one I was looking for. Look at these. Nice, simple wooden bench. Kind of fits the sauna.
Mm-hmm.
We can have like right there. How about here as well? And oh no, wait, hang on. Is this off kilter? It is. I'm not a stickler for symmetry, but there are times. There are times and there are days. Like that. And then maybe another one. Just to keep it
Balanced.
yeah. Okay. And then I think over here, here's my thought. We can have what am I thinking? Oh, yeah, like a space for drinks and sinks.
Mhm.
What was this room gonna be? Is that our bathroom? No, this was our bathroom. Wait. Hang on. What are we doing? So what was this room? I don't remember anymore. Was this our coat room?
Maybe.
Okay. Okay, here's my new thought. Because we don't remember, and obviously it's non-essential.
Yeah.
Is we can just get rid of that. Get rid of that. What is happening over here? There we go. Okay. Alright. So now we can do appliances, filter by, snowy escape, spa day. Ooh, drink tray. Vending machines? Yeah, okay. So here's my thought, is that this is where we can have our hydration station.
Okay, yeah.
So we can have Oh, why does this require 3? Why are vending machines so long? That's odd.
Do they expect people to queue up for them, maybe?
That, I don't know. Maybe. That certainly throws a wrench into the idea I just had. What do you have to do for cheats? Is it just cheats enabled? CC cheats enabled.
But I think there's another one specifically for like merging things.
There is, yeah, it's move.bb, but I forget how to activate cheats.
Control Shift C?
It's Control Shift C, and then you have to type in like something cheats enabled.
Testing cheats enabled. Base true, I think is what it is.
Is it testing _ cheats _ enabled? I have no idea. All right, hang on. Let's look it up. Let's look it up real fast because we can do this. Oh boy. Okay, Sims for cheats. Let's see. How do you enter cheats for The Sims 4? This is from the official EA website. This will bring up the cheat dialog box. You can enter cheats. Enter after typing in a cheat. Career items. Teleport your Sims. Manipulate Sims needs. This is not what I'm looking for. Move objects on. Dot move objects on. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Okay, you can go away now. Thank you. There we go. That's nice. And then I think we should have a couple more benches over here. Just boop. Since we can just put them wherever we want anyway. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that feels like that's a nice locker room. I think I could use some weight. What's happening here? Aha, I see you. No. Why is this not working right? Because these are too close together. Or is it this one? What? What's going on? What am I doing wrong? Is it because they're facing... No? Oh gosh, I don't know. Alright, whatever. Whatever. I think Totes might have fallen asleep.
Oh.
I'm sure it was a long day for them. Okay. Okay. Next, we gotta change these. I think we have to. I think we have to make the archways like identical to one another.
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah, just for aesthetic purposes. Yeah, straight through there. And then this one can go. These were just placeholder archways anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. Then... There we go. Man. So... Oh, let's change out this floor. I don't want concrete. I don't think we need to spend too much time thinking about this, but we did want a tile, yes?
Think so.
Okay, what's something that kind of gels with the wall over there? I like those, these big flagstone-looking tiles. That can work. The grid's kind of in the way of seeing it properly.
Yeah.
But... Okay, hey, where'd you come from? Get out of here. No secret backdoor entrances to the spa. Okay. Alright. Okay. Good base layer so far. Is that still correct? That's still correct. Okay. Good base layer. Still plenty to decorate. Then I think we have our upstairs where we want to put... Oh gosh. Hang on. Oh gosh, what did I... There we go. What's that? What? What's happening? Everything's going wrong right now. Alright. Let's put this there. So that way it's not just like hanging over the edge. Okay, I'm immediately spotting a little bit of a problem, but it's easily fixable.
Mm-hmm.
What's the view like from here? It's just somebody's house. Okay, we don't really want to put too many windows that side for view purposes. We don't want people looking into private property.
Yeah.
But I think we can expand that a bit. There we go. You alright? You sound kind of sleepy.
I am a little eepy.
You're a little eepy?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, grab yourself an energy drink. 'Cause we got a lot to do. Oh, what happened here? Oh, hang on. Hang on, we have accidentally created an overhang. That's...
Because there's that entire coat room we...
Yeah. So, we can make like an employee like smoking space out there or something.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, let us plop in a few. I like the archways. I think we can stick with the archways at the very least for now. What's the point of this long space? I don't think we need that much long space. There we go. Just a small corridor. And then we can... over here. Over here. Oh, you know what? Here's an idea. Okay. Let us have the long space. But let us also... Hear me out. Let us also partition this. Because this is kind of our yoga room, right? So I think...
I thought the far one was our yoga room.
Far one's the yoga room. Okay. Well, if this is the entrance to, like, the massage area, we still don't want people to like, be walking straight through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. That makes sense.
Yeah, so we have this, I think, okay. I think we can... Whoop. Make that 3 instead. Just to make it feel nice and roomy. And then we still have plenty of space here for, like, little let's see. We can have like a main corridor. Top view. And then we can split these. If we move this down by 1, these will just split in half. There we go. And each of those can be individual massage rooms. And then our yoga space can be over here.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Alright, so that means we're going to want... We're going to want... let's see. Probably... Do you think... We have another one of those. But then we want more private doors for the actual massage rooms, yeah?
Yeah.
Also, I wish we could just put some lighting in here. We're just gonna have to put our temporary lighting for now. Just to see what's going on. That will be fixed up later. Okay. I think there should be a big window over here too. Oh no, I'm getting distracted. Let's see, what's like a nice big... I kind of like that. But maybe we want something a little more magical.
Oh, I hate it.
Huh?
I kind of like...
The like big square little rectangle one?
Yeah.
Yeah. It does seem to go above the wall, which is weird.
Do we have to make this floor double height? Or,
Oh.
like, you know...
Yeah, we might have to make that work. I'm not sure why it was letting us use that one, actually. Maybe there's a smaller version. Like, huh. Looking for a big square little rectangle. Are these double siloed windows? Double silled windows. Ooh. Quadruple awning? It's not very magical. Window of Legend. Oh, hang on. This fits the ones downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. The sun window here? If we can make it just a little bit... Actually, what am I doing? Hang on. There we go. Oh, I know why it was letting us, because we have move objects on. That lets us put anything anywhere.
Yeah.
That explains it. Okay, nice bright door. Or nice bright window. What about some privacy doors? What sort of... Let's see. That's like a good... I do sort of like this, No. This is a good massage... Entrance to a massage room. It's got to be welcoming.
Yeah.
Let's see, what makes a door welcoming? A little transparency, but we also want privacy. Big rainbow door.
See, I do like the shogi doors.
Okay.
Because they have that sort of like transparent, like it lets light filter through.
Mm-hmm. What about the paper ones? So it's like translucent more than transparent? Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh wait, what happened here? Oh no, nothing happened there. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I like that. What else? Okay. Let's see, what time is it? It is 9:30. Okay. Well, Ursa, I know you are getting EP.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, it seems never can we finish a Sims 4 build in a single stream.
Yeah. We're too ambitious.
We are. And you know what? We were even more focused this time than last time. We got really, for viewers, we got really bogged down last time we did a build. We were just like focusing on one room at a time, filling in all the small details. And this time we've been focusing more on blocking out a lot of the main stuff that we need. And then just...
Yeah, I mean, I think we hit like most of that first section of your PowerPoint or like your
my PowerPoint. Yeah, we did hit the, like, we've got the entrance, we've got the locker room, the showers, and the baths and the saunas. So we have a functional bathhouse. People can come in here and effectively enjoy a bathhouse. It is not everything we want it to be yet, but it is usable. We didn't even get around to actually, like... we didn't even get around to actually, like, implementing a lot of the principles that I was talking about. Actually, we did in some ways. We have the, like... I mean, look here, we got, like, the deflected vista, right? Like, you come in the front, you have to go in here, and a lot of your view is blocked off. You have to go exploring.
Yeah.
To really figure out where you are and what's going on. What are these stairs doing? Stairs, please. I'm gonna have to do something about these stairs. Why is the entrance moving with them? That's the opposite of what I wanted. Oh my god, entrance. Okay. Okay, anyway. Yeah, like, people have to... So we've got, like, the deflected vista. I feel like we do have a sense of being away. Bathhouses are very good for that. Of course, we can make it a lot better. There is some fascination. We've got, like, murals on the walls. We don't have, like, any vegetation yet. But
Not yet.
We have taken into consideration, like, having this big spot out here so you can have this beautiful view. That would help with a lot of that. Yeah, so we have hit some of those, but I think we should come back to this because I've been itching to do something like this, and I do want to finish it off. Okay,
Yes.
Sure. So we'll come back, and you know what? Maybe I'll have more slides for next time, so we can talk about more of those principles.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let me give that a save. All right, everyone. I just want to thank you for joining us. Thank you for those of you who poked your head in today, took a look. Thank you to those of you in chat. Thank you to those of you who did not chat. And thank you to everyone who's watching the VOD, whether on Twitch or on YouTube. Which, by the way, we do have a YouTube channel where you can watch VODs that are no longer on Twitch. I've been saving them there. It's Carefree Cafe. If you search it, it's the first thing to come up. So, hey, thank you. We love you. Tune in on Friday, where we're going to do something different. I've been thinking about going back to Tinykin, because that was such a cute and charming game. That depends on if Stella and Maddie are available. Ursa, I think you have your D&D game this Friday?
No, I don't, because remember we played while you guys watched Steven Universe.
Right, okay, so maybe we'll do something entirely different on Friday. And then Sunday, praying to Yoba, Sunday we will finish Year 2 of Stardew Valley, which I've been promising for like 3 streams now. So, yeah, I guess that's it. Thanks, everybody. I hope we'll catch you next time.
Yeah, good night.
Good night.